Hi, I'm Annie, and I'm a miserable cow. These are my adventures in transcending bullshit. Do you ever get in a bad mood and someone close to you tells you to just cheer up and look on the bright side? And you just want to punch them in the throat for being in such a good mood all the time. You ever feel that way? Like just really annoyed when someone's telling you to cheer up and you're just not feeling it? Let me know in the comments. Today I'm going to share with you a better way to deal with a negative mood. I'm kind of a downer. I'm a miserable cow. Eeyore is my spirit animal. Negativity is a habit, and I'm a little stuck in my ways. I've been like this for a long time, my whole life. It's a hard habit to break. And yes, I understand that positivity is also a habit, and it is a habit that is worth cultivating. But you got to start from where you are. Definitely work on cultivating that habit of positivity, but also acknowledge where you're at and work from that place. It's important to not deny the more Eeyore aspects of yourself. When you try to push that shit down, it's like trying to hold a beach ball under the water. It takes considerable effort and it occupies your hands so you can't use them for anything else. Eventually, you get tired of trying to push that shit down and it pops back up violently. Jung once said, I'd rather be whole than good. You can be good according to society's expectations, or you can be a whole, authentic person. I don't think you can do both. If you satisfy society's expectations, you'll probably be suppressing certain aspects of yourself. I'm less negative and more balanced than I ever have been, but in contrast to other people, I'm still a little bit gloomy. I'm more of a realist. In our current culture, there's a lot of pressure to be positive all the time. All that rainbows and light stuff just doesn't work for me. And actually, I think it can be dangerous if it's used irresponsibly. On social media, a lot of people only show a rainbows and light disposition. You don't get to see when they're having a bad day or hear all the shitty thoughts that they have in their heads. This positivity culture puts an unrealistic expectation on all of us and pressures us to perform at that level of sparkle. So practically everyone is walking around thinking that there's something wrong with them because they can't muster that level of enthusiasm and positivity that they see other people doing. So hardly any of us are as joyful and positive as we appear to be on social media. And if you're feeling really negative, it's hard to hear when someone tells you to just be grateful and smile. It makes you feel guilty and like you're the biggest loser in the room because you can't turn on the rainbows like everyone else. So here's what works better for me. Instead of focusing on positivity, I focus on proactivity. I think of solutions and I take actions. I may cuss and scream the whole time I'm doing it, which isn't ideal because it probably makes me less effective, but I keep going. I keep taking actions and I keep thinking of solutions. And after thinking of solutions and taking actions over and over again, I've taught myself three things. I'm an excellent problem solver. There are actually viable solutions to the problems in my life. Number three, I have agency. I am not a victim. I can exert control over my circumstances. Over the years, I've noticed that acting and getting things done makes me feel a lot better. I'm a curious, creative person. I'm hardly ever bored, and I usually have 2 or 3 creative projects going on at once. But sometimes there are days when I'm just uninspired or even really down and negative. On those days, I refer to my to-do list. Tasks that need doing never run out. There's an endless list of chores that I can do. So if I'm having one of those days, I just pick a task from the list and do it. It may not be inspiring. That's okay. It's okay to be uninspired or sad or pissy. You might as well do the dishes or wash the dog. In that way, you keep progressing forward. So that when the inspiration comes back around, the dog is washed, the dishes are done, the house is organized, and you can focus on executing big ideas. So don't get down on yourself if you can't muster the energy and enthusiasm that other people seem to have. Just work from where you are and practice being more positive. It's a habit. But if you're not feeling it right now, you don't need to force it. Just don't be a victim of it. So, what do you do when you're feeling down? Are there go to solutions that you rely on? Let us know in the comments. I'm sure other people would love to hear your solutions. And if you're really, really down, like depressed, get up from where you are and go for a walk. I know you don't want to. You're not going to want to take action, but it really is the answer. Just get up and do something. Do the dishes, go for a walk. Just take action, even if you don't want to. If you like what you hear in this video, please leave a comment, hit the subscribe button. Let's get to know each other.